Hi guys and girls, welcome back to my channel. I do hope you're doing well. Yes, you've still got a poorly Shan. I do apologise. But I thought, what best way for scandals with Shan this month than the presidential election where Mr. Donald Trump got him. Now let me tell you, my lovelies, this has caused quite controversy in my replies, and I'm going to stay completely impartial, but I do like to see all of your guys' views. So as I say, thank you to everyone who did get involved, otherwise it would just be me sitting in this chair waffling absolute rubbish. If you saw what was around you, it is chaos. Absolute chaos. But we will get there. We will get there. At the moment I am recouping, and once that is all done, then we will look into sorting the final bits out. But yeah, I hope you're ready for this month's scandal with Shan, Donald Trump, the new American president. So if you want to get involved in these, I ask over on my Instagram and I ask over on my emails, and you guys, you send them in, which I absolutely love. One of my lovelies says, "Hi Shannon sweetheart and Dan the man at Mama G. I'm so glad that you're covering this subject. Personally, I used to hate Donald Trump in the previous election that he won against Hillary Clinton. But world affairs change, and as you know, the whole of the West is under attack. What I have noticed is the media has been totally against him, which to me is a red flag. He wants to stop mass illegal immigration, clean up the processed and toxic food industry, and most importantly, Big Pharma. The worst thing I experienced yesterday was from a YouTuber I have loyally followed for 3 to 4 years, screaming and shouting like a lunatic at me when I said I was glad that he'd won. Totally unhinged behaviour, which really upsets me. Anyway, I hope he makes America great and safe again. Lots of love. Lots of love too." First off, I would like to know how they were screaming and shouting at you. Was it on like a live or something? But look, this channel, everyone is entitled to their own opinion. We're not judging anyone here if they like him, if they don't like him. I do feel the media have been against him, and all I have seen actually in the media since he's been elected is kind of like ceasefires. The wars that seem to be going on and the territorial divides, there's potentially room for like improvement or talking right now, and that I think goes to show a big thing of like respect for Trump. Would that have been done with Biden? I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, I do think that he will make some good changes. They are going to be questionable as to whether they will all be good changes. We don't know that. But I think everyone just deserves a fair shot. And as you say, the world's changed and everything like that. We've got to look at the bigger picture and see actually would he be the better candidate for it. So yes, thank you very much for sending that in, my lovely. No one says absolutely. Got back in by underhand means got to have done if what they say about past time in office is true. No smoke without fire, there has got to be some truth. I don't like him at the best of times, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens next. The only difference is our government get caught out, and that definitely goes quiet. Loads of love. Thank you, loads of love too. So that's something, wasn't it this year he was getting done for felonies or like tax evasions or fixing votes? Then obviously he tried and had like a couple of assassination attempts, I think, which blows my mind in this day and age we're still having assassination attempts. But our government, I think our government is a whitewash. I can't lie, they are hopeless. I feel you might need someone like Trump, maybe not as forceful, but someone who is just assertive for the people and be like, right, this is bull, this is what needs to happen. So I don't know, we'll see. We will see about the rumours and bits and bobs if it's true or not. But yeah, I think only time will tell. I don't think he's officially in the White House yet, but he's going along the moving stage. One of my lovely says, My sister and I have been thinking a lot about this lately. We can't believe that our fellow Americans voted this man into the office again. He says that he will take care of women whether we want him to or not, and that is scary as hell. I don't understand how super religious people can think that he's the best for our country. He's nasty, he's a sexist, an adulterer and a racist, and he believes if you have enough money you can do anything you want to people. But of course this is all just my opinion, and I'm scared for my country, myself, and I'm scared for the world. Now, I can't lie, the first thing that I thought of when I heard he was elected, he said within 24 hours he would sort Russia and Ukraine out. And in the back of my head I'm thinking, oh, please don't do something drastic or cause a world war. Like, you know, irrational behaviour like pressing the red button. Like, would he be like that? I don't know much about him in terms of like the comments there that you've made, my lovely. Sorry if my phone keeps buzzing. We've had upload day and that's you guys commented, so thank you very much. Oh, there's a lot of you commenting today. Oh! Should we just put it on our lap? And then we won't be so buzz. But thank you very much. I don't know. I have heard there's been quite a few allegations. I don't know if any have come to light about his antics. I don't know. I feel the media will portray what they want you to see. And that might be the better version of him, that might not be. But I do believe he is patriotic to a degree. And I do think he does want the best. But maybe his methods are just not the greatest way of going about it, you know. Maybe he should listen to perhaps some guidance and not go off on the path, you know. One of my lovelies says, brilliant. Fed up of the woke and he will shut it down. Wish he run our country. He says what a lot of people say. No one is racist or anti-gay. The woke people make it look like we are. We used to be a country of freedom of speech, and now we're controlled to the hill. We're not living, we're just existing. Sorry. You got nothing to say sorry about, my lovely. Everyone is entitled to freedom of speech over on this channel. There is no judgment. There's not going to be any argy-bargies. There's literally... everyone is entitled to their opinion, and on this channel I think we definitely do respect everyone's opinion, and we may not agree with it and there may be a debate, but in terms of being horrible, we're not about that on that channel. So I absolutely do think we do need someone like that within the UK. I feel the UK at the moment has... I don't know what has happened. I heard he done a speech and he said, like, with Great Britain, he said, like, the government have failed you. And I do believe that. I think the government are very blindsided and very biased as to who they want to help and the departments they want to help. And let's face it, they haven't got a clue about normal, regular working people and their lives, have they? They're all there in their big posh houses. And when that Keir Starmer either gets sacked, gets voted out or leaves, he's got a salary for life. And you know when you think, like, what is actually happening in this world? Like, it still baffles me that they get a salary for life when they're no longer in power. I think, was it Theresa May? She does something like 40 odd days and then she gets like 120 grand a year. Really? I would like that type of salary, darling. And I tell you what, I reckon I could put the country in a bit of a better state than what you did. Did anyone watch the Remembrance Sunday programme? And I can't lie, when you look at all the other prime ministers, I look at them and I just think, what did any of you do that was good for this country? I don't know. That might be me being uneducated and biased and just not really looking into it. But I don't look at any of them and think, oh, you done good. I look and think, you left, you put us in war, you absolutely broke all of lockdown rules, and now this one, I don't know what he's expecting from the working people. It just seems to be take. I see today that they said thermostats, the WHO, the World Health Organization, said that thermostats should be 20 degrees for British people to acclimatise. I'm not being funny. When it's freaking cold out there, And I want to put that up to 22, 24. I'll put it up to 22, 24. And if there's no money for the bills, I'll be like, well, I'm sorry, Mr. Octopus Energy. You're going to have to wait a minute, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, I just think it's absolute blasphemy. And I do not see where the good in this is. The fact that I tried to get a doctor's appointment, we're being poorly, and I was told it was 2.5 weeks just for a phone consultation. And I said to the lady, I have an acute chest infection, bringing a little bit of stuff up, can I just have a 5-day course of amoxicillin? I have had amoxicillin many, many times throughout my life. No. I'm like, what do you sometimes like feel like you're hitting your head against a brick wall? Because I think I pay national insurance, but I don't see any of the benefit of that. I.e., when I need to see a doctor, I can't, and half the time I normally have to go and end up paying private. My contraceptive pill, I don't get that off the NHS because my doctors, again, palaver upon palaver of what they want you to do. They want you to buy your own blood pressure monitors and everything like that. I literally just do my readings online, send it off to Superdrug, and I get 6 months at a time, and I think it costs me 30 quid. But it's beside the point. If that's one thing that you should be able to get from the government, I've paid my taxes, I'm paying my stamping, I can't get anything. When I had my moles, I had to go private. When I done my foot, I had to go private. And I think I don't have children in education. With all of the palavers that's happened at mum's, whenever you need a police force or some type of emergency service, they're never there. So I don't know, I could see probably within this century, because that is a long time and I think it will take a while, I could see potentially national insurance being abolished and people just going back to how it was like when my nan and granddad was younger, paying for a doctor as and when you needed them. And I think that would definitely take a massive strain off the NHS because people wouldn't be able to abuse them. But yeah, we totally detoured. One of my lovelies says, what the hell were Americans thinking? He's a felon and he's going to be president. God help us all. When you say a felon, is that because he was investigated for rigging the votes or something to do with like finances? I think it was. One of my lovelies says, I believe they tried to kill him because they knew he was going to get in. I mean, I still can't believe that there was an assassination. And that was live broadcast. He literally moved his head. Can you imagine if he didn't? That would have been like our generation's JFK. And then he gets up and he's still fighting away. I was like, you know what? You've got to hand it to him. He's not taking it lying down. He's like, you can shoot at me and I'm still going to try and do what I want. So we don't know. We will only be able to see what happens. One of my lovelies says one word: diabolical. As I say, Trump is definitely a controversial man. He definitely causes a stir with people. But I feel it's that kind of what you need in politics. You need someone who's going to cause a stir, because otherwise it's just almost like a dictatorship. I don't know. I don't really get too much into politics, guys, because to be honest, it just aggravates me, because I just think, what are you actually doing for working people? But I do hope that Trump channels it and helps the working people, which I believe he done last time when he was in presidency. And then the last one, I'm delighted Trump won, watching all the lefties losing it. Love it, up the Trump. Now, I did see there was a massive, massive outbreak of celebrities. People are now wanting to flee America. People are like, the people who vote for him, you're wrong uns. Why should it cause such hatred? Everyone should be entitled to vote for who they want. Everyone should be able to have freedom of speech and say what they want. Why does it have to get to that aggressive shouting? Like one of my lovelies says, someone was shouting and screaming at her. What, just for a view? Unless you're saying something that's not nice or it's detrimental, but everyone is allowed freedom of speech. Everyone is allowed to be entitled to think and say what they want. Pardon me, I don't know. There's no hatred on this channel. We're all a nice bunch. And that, my lovelies, concludes Scandals with Shan. and a very husky Shannon. As I say, you're probably going to have a lot of videos with me like this at the moment, so I do apologise, but I'm hoping it's going to be out of the way before Vlogmas comes, because I don't want to be poorly for Vlogmas, which actually I start in a couple of weeks. Oh my god, that's just going to be chaos to another level. But guys, if you did enjoy the video, you know what to do. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe down below, and leave me a comment. What are your views on Trump? Is he a yes man? Is he a no man? Is it a thumbs up? Is it a thumbs down? But take care, stay safe as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.